It's a great day. August 10th. August 10th. You heard that right. This year is cooking. Cooking. Good stuff. Dixie. Whoa. Red alert. Red alert. Let me go over to the Alpha Trading Discord. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what we got working here. Good stuff. Yeah, I was watching Dixie send this wick down top of the monthly range. Very interesting. Very interesting. As of course everybody's bearish gets coming into the day today. It's a total riot. SPY is up back in the weekly range pre-market. I'm gonna throw some more curveballs at everybody. We got the VEPS. We hit home. We hit curveballs out of the park. Let's see here. Dun dun dun. 449.08, huh? Man, you're just gonna fly up 3.25 points real fast. Where is it going? Where is it going? This thing's got 29 minutes. Very interesting. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb. Gold. Gold, you in trouble. Dixie's had look at Dixie all night. Whoa! All right. Scale this correctly. Dixie. Yeah, look at the price action on Dixie all night. This thing sold off. Let me take a peek at gold. 19.25. Unless this thing really dumped out. Yeah, it did, I guess, man. Got down to what? 1915. All right, gold. All right, gold. I won't bury you yet. I would imagine BTC had a nice little rip here. Yeah, a couple $100. Not as good as expected. No problem. It's a coming. It's a coming. We just got to preview the other yesterday, the little run. All right, let's see here. Take one peek, see where this baby's at. Yeah, man, you're down here. Down here, below the monthly range, huh? All right, BTC, you got your work cut out for you. Show them who's boss. Show them who is boss. Let's get back over on traditional. My BTC runs its game here underneath the monthly range. No problemo. No problemo. Yeah, SPY up 0.77. Triple Q up. Wow. 1%, huh? Let's take a peek at Triple Q. Thing really bounced up. All right, let's see. Still below its weekly, though. Weekly range, monthly range. Triple Q's got interesting ranges here. Take SPY.
Okay. Look at that, just a bunch of founders here. So happy it's Thursday.
Hello. Wake up, it's Thursday. Yeah, we like Thursday. We like the Thursday. So yeah, you got Triple Q and SPY, same area, man. It was right under the weekly, right? But you can see pre-market. SPY is back in the weekly range. Be careful here though, man. I'm telling you. It's got Dixie over here, right? You're hanging right around the first standard deviation to the downside. Now, this would be an easy play here if this thing had dropped. Drop down to the 95 for Laplace. Top of the monthly again. It already sent a wick down there. Think those bulls are down here? Front running top side of that monthly? Of course they are, man. Well, they shot that thing back up so fast. Like, no, there will be none of that, says the dollar bulls. So they must have an Abrams tank flying up underneath there somewhere. Oh yeah, look, bunch of founders. We got a warlord. We got an African crypto warlord in the house. Ooh,
I like it.
What's up, G?
Ooh, yeah.
What's up, G?
Oh, right on. Welcome, bro.
Welcome.
And a Ron, you say. Hello, Ron, I say. I say, Ron, hello.
Hey, Ron. Hey, say, Ron, how are you?
Oh,
That's right. Beautiful. Just,
What's in the cards today?
Regular crew. I'll tell you what's in the cards right now is Dixie got back down here messing around at the bottom of this weekly range in between the monthly. Right, this thing's set up bullish. Dixie was selling off all night, though. Selling off all night. I would imagine Forex. It's probably getting literally pounded. Whoops, not crypto, baby. Forex. Yeah. Yeah, euro in pound up 0.5%. When the Aussies are up on you 0.82, you know there's an issue. Let's see here. Even the Canadian dollar. Woo! Go Canada. Go Canada. Get that dollar. The New Zealand dollar almost at 0.7. Yeah, dollar's getting ripped up right now, man. Dollar's getting pancaked. It's okay. It's okay. That's what happens. Literally zero. And I saw a lot of news, just people talking, oh, CPI data this, CPI data that. We don't give a crap about any of that here at Alpha Trading. We really don't. There's a lot of people see that as, oh, whoa, dangerous. It's not dangerous when you have leading information. We're not relying on lagging indicators, right? We're not relying on the news. The VEPS create the news. Let's hear it.
One thing I'll quickly say is that, like, let's say all these lizard council people and their dates and their days and whatever rates get changed and shit. All you really got to do is look for what was front run yesterday. What target didn't they let hit yesterday? Because usually it's just going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. So did they hammer a bear div? Or did they hammer a bull div? Where did that hidden bear div come in? That's going to be your point of interest, at least for tomorrow, which would be today, CPI's print. So it doesn't really matter how far it gets away the day before CPI, but it's the thing that it's getting away from the day before CPI, which will be the safety spot for CPI, or whatever these lizard council days are called. I don't know. It's just something that I see here observing. I know we have like untouched daily means
right
on some charts we look at. And that's happened 4 or 5 times in a row now that I care to look at these things. And it always goes back there. So, and it's ironic that Bitcoin also had one daily mean that wasn't touched, and a few of these other first world tickers, American tickers we look at. They also have untouched daily means, aka bullish front run to the upside. What are we going to expect? So I know that the information's come out on all of this, and I haven't really looked today. But yeah, man, it's all there. Everyone wants to say that it's priced in. What if I told you it's not priced in? Priced in on the day because of yesterday. If you were to literally do it logically and look at the tools we have, they price it in on the day because of yesterday's performance. Pretty counterintuitive.
Yeah. Did I hear you say lizard council people?
Yeah, I got that one from YouTube.
I like it. Lizard council people. Yeah, that's your quote, man. You are you're in the Discord right now as the quotist. Let me see here. What did you say earlier? I was just like, yeah, he loses me sometimes. I like it. It made sense though. What did that say? Oh yeah.
I'm glad because it's taken a long time to try and me to comprehend it, let alone explain it, because I have to explain it to myself. So that's how I explain it to myself.
I like it. Yeah. There was a nice little conversation earlier. Velocity. Ooh. He says,
as a high representative of the Lizard Council people, I hereby disregard that remark and abolish it from existence.
You just heard it right from the top. Right from the top.
That is not true. That is propaganda. I agree.
Lizard Council people. That's what we're up against here, man. Good thing we have leading information. This is the lizards. Yes. They get you.
It allows us to ignore all the lizard people.
All the lizard people.
Yeah.
Get it. I get it. So yeah, Dixie popping off of the 1 SD range, trying to get back up above the weekly here. Nice little. Oh yeah, this is fun. Let the algo games begin. Who can we wreck? Who can we wreck? Tisk. Man, VIX down to 15 again. Pretty much it's a couple ticks over it. Yesterday was a little bit of a wild ride. Indeed, man. Now this thing's back, just trying to open up inside the weekly. Don't know if that's going to happen. I'm telling you, man. Getting some people in some bad positions right now, probably. You need this baby. After yesterday's volatility, this baby's got to open up. We got to get some levels here, man. We got to get some levels. Check something out here. Run over to Dixie. Phew. This 15-minute chart, goodness gracious. Sometimes it's better just to chill. Let's see here. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, that moved down. I mean, there's definitely some bull div happening here on this high length Z score. Wow. Been building for a while too. On the 15, I'd be a bit surprised we see Dixie start running here. What have we got volatility wise? All the volatility reads on the 50. I mean, we're expanded up, folks. 100 percentiles. 100 percentiles. The 2400s at a 95. Everything else, 100%. Wow. So we're going to get some contraction, right? Volatility expands and contracts. You're not going to find volatility just hanging out totally contracted or expanded for too much period of a time. This is a 15-minute. Let's see here. Everything's positively correlated. Yeah, everything's positively correlated. Correlation broke, right? When the expansion, these down moves, it was negatively correlated. And boop, correlation breaks. It's all about the correlation, man. All about the correlation. Let's see. Wow. What's this 4-hour look like on old Dixie here? Having an outlier to the downside, leaving this wick behind, just wrecking the bears. This is why you take profits, man. This is why you take profits. Little bit of bull too here. Uh-oh. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Where we at? Right back up to the wave trend. Check that out. Trying to get back up above it. Tell you what, man. The dollar gets stuck down here. You let this power mean band flip around bearish. Dollar. Not going to look good for you, man. Not going to look good for you. I think it's having a bad day today in Forex. Wait till this thing gets trapped up under this reverse wave trend. Coming into next week, too. I mean, I'll tell you what right now. Dixie needs to get up top side of this power mean band really quick. I mean, that's where it was before this, last couple 4-hour candle dump outs here overnight. It was up there about 102.5. I woke up and saw the price and I was like, oh, Houston, we have a problem. It's rebounding really nice, though. Let me see this daily. What did these wicks hit, man? That's what we got to find out. We got to look at the power mean band there. Sent a wick below these log MAs, below reverse Fisher, reverse wave trend. Yeah, this cross right here, man. Everything that's happening right here on the ultimate power mean, that's why we're getting wicks down into here. So on a daily, this power mean band's trying to flip up bullish. We're going to see here, though. Okay. Meanwhile, people are drawing trend lines. Stop. Throw the distribution model up on that bad boy. See where it's really going. Yeah, look on the 2-day. You're just trapped up under this reverse wave trend. You're literally ranging in between the 99 or the 9 log MA and the reverse wave trend. All the candle opens and closes, man. Look at them. Just hanging out in there. Blow that up a little bit. What about the 3-day? Boy, oh boy. When in doubt, zoom out. Pretty much same thing. Sending some wicks up into that area. Boy, this power mean band's trying to flip all bearish on them again. Dixie. Let's see this 5-day. Yeah, man. Woo! It's good for the markets, actually. And all these people just out here talking about the economy, talking about the CPI report, all this stuff. Bruh, we don't care about this, right? Where are the data sets on these macro time frames? What kind of issues is Dixie having? It's having a lot. It's having a lot. And this is from this is from the highs. This is from the highs. This thing is literally pulled back, got below reverse wave trend, continuing it, right? This is the issue. If this freaking wave trend crosses down the reverse Fisher, which it's going to be happening literally a couple more 5-day closes, Dixie could flush out. I mean, we could see a major. That's why these Dixie bulls need to get this thing up on this macro time frame. They need to start closing some if that Fisher, if this does not, if the wave trend doesn't cross up to the top side and this rejects here, this 33 power mean starts piling down, man, this is going to be ugly. This is going to be ugly. And yeah, you don't see a lot of people out there really bringing Dixie into the equation like we do here, at least how I do it. right? How I do it. I really like it. And the fact that gold didn't get a bigger bounce out of the hole it's in. Oof. Gold and Dixie. What's gold look like on the 5-day? Gold looks like in better shape, though. I'm not saying gold's dead. I'm just saying every day somebody sells their gold and buys Bitcoin. Who's going to be left holding the bag? It's musical chairs, boys and girls. The day will come. Who's going to be left holding the gold bag? I don't want it.
You know something funny, Bilbo?
Yeah, let's hear it.
That sound coming, like the sound, your voice saying who's going to be left holding the bag is literally the number one reason why I'm scalping like 30-second, long, short, off, long, take profit, long, take profit.
Yeah.
I just see the candle creep up and I'm like, I'm not going to be the guy stuck holding the bag, bro. Sorry. I'm like, no. And I exit and then it'll obviously reverse back.
Yep.
But just knowing, taking your profits, no. This thing went up, I'm not going to be the person holding the bag. Just get out. You can always get back in immediately, maybe miss $3, but you don't have to hold the bag.
Exactly.
You can just get the pump.
Hot potato.
And just your voice. Yeah, every time I start slacking, I like to start second guessing myself. I just, you don't want to be left holding the bag. Or don't be left holding the bag. And I just go, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you in the chat. I see. I mean, you're throwing a lot of trades down. There's a reason why the high frequency trading firms trade the way they do. There really is.
Yeah, those. If I had smash buttons, I reckon I could double my trades. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be as profitable.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to be in dojis, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, and then it goes up. Okay, cool, then sell. That's all you're really doing.
Yeah.
Like those high frequency firms.
Right. Oof. Boy, natural gas. Damn, natural gas shot up that much, huh? I think it was up 6% yesterday, almost up to $8. Well, of course it is. Couldn't even crack 7 during the winter. Gotta love natural gas. Boil. Wow, Boil yesterday, man, up 11.62. The degens are having fun with that. Let's see pre-market. Yeah, we got to run here, man. There's a lot of green going on. A lot of green. Yeah, how long is that going to last, though? That's the question. Is it going to last? It's up NVIDIA. What do they have? Got earnings or something? Go over here. It was on the 4 hour. No? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Little preview, huh? Interesting. Well, look at that big nasty gap down there too, man. Huh. NVIDIA. What date's that on, man? Whoops. Come on. There we go. Boop. The 23rd, huh? Still got a couple weeks. This will be an interesting play. Have to put that in the notepad.
Yeah, I'm thinking something here, but it was more of an epiphany thought. So I watched the bald guy, Patrick Boyle, and he's like 6 stocks are pumping the S&P 500, and they're all tech stocks, ironically. Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, another one. Now, when these things reverse, right, they're eventually going to have to come back down one day. So when they do, that's going to definitely affect the S&P 500 because they're so strong that they're floating the whole S&P 500 up. And secondly, if the S&P 500 dumps, especially the tech companies, do you think the Russell pumps? Because I don't know anything who's in the Russell, what sectors are in the Russell, to be really honest, but it's been going sideways. And I can only imagine you would, if those are the instruments you make a living off of, well, that's where you go. From the big market to the little market. It's like the altcoin market. So imagine the 6 big boys pumping in the shit coins. Then they start dumping. What usually happens, you have like alt rallies, like all these little Russell companies or all these little shit coins just pumping. What happens? The Russell goes up because all the little ones pumping. I don't know. This is just an observation.
Well, it's good. It's good observation too, right? I mean, the liquidity's got to go somewhere. That's the thing. It doesn't just disappear.
They're not going to just let it sit, Yeah, actually, that's a good observation. You're not just going to let it sit. What,
No.
they're going to give you 1%? The Russell's going to give you 1% between stuck in a range. So,
You know what? I bet the alpha trading bot's cooking something up for that question. This will be fun today. Let's see. We'll see what the bot has to say about that. What's that?
I was saying that some of the strategy, they take like the S&P 500 and the Dow, as indicator of the economy, right? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's just part of the other, right? So S&P 500 goes up, which is high, right? The economy must be good. Let's throw in our money. If it goes down, oh well, the economy must be bad. Let's take out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think that it's like a very direct correlation. So as S&P starts to fall, let's just say the normal investor, retail investor, whomever it is managing these funds, they're naturally going to pull out their Russell longs as well as their S&P 500 long. That's the general play.
No.
So many data points because some of the Russells are are in the supply chain for things on the S&P 500. So it's like you get into, well, okay, if like NVIDIA, they have their suppliers, right, that supply. If NVIDIA stock tanks, the suppliers that supply NVIDIA, their stock's going to tank.
Yeah.
A lot of nuance into it.
I see. And then those suppliers are in the Russell, for example, or something like that. All right. That makes sense.
Let's just. I want to interject just to say something. Keep in mind, normal retail investors do not a market move. It's firms like Vanguard and BlackRock that have many trillions of dollars worth of assets that move the markets. So whatever Joe Schmo retail with his little investment nest egg fund is doing, even though there may be millions of people doing that, the average retail investor, if you stack them all up, do not add up to the amount of capital that the top firms manage. It's not even close. Right?
Plus, it is a
and
shell, right? You take
which
all the money
means,
out of one company.
Yeah, which means it doesn't matter what Joe Schmo is doing. First, it matters what the VEPS are doing, which is what governs what the bots are doing, which is what governs what the managers of the bots are doing. And the managers of the bots work for firms like BlackRock and Citadel and D.E. Shaw, etc., etc. Among those people who trade intraday, they move the markets with their gigantic bots, which I know we often say these are multi-million-dollar bots, but they're not. These bots are actually multi-billion-dollar bots. And by that I mean they cost many millions to set up more than a decade ago, and they've been investing many millions into them every year since then. The amount of investment they put into their bots is easily into the billions. And if anyone thinks they can compete with a bot that has been invested in many billions of dollars, good luck to them. So that's why all of these theories about Joe Schmo moving his assets on or off the market, they don't really add up to a hill of beans. What matters is what these gigantic players are doing, because they actually control the markets, right? 80 to 90% of the trades very frequently. Sometimes it's 70% if it's a sleepy day or a holiday and they're all the way. But we're talking 80% of the trades on average are run by these big, massive bots. 80% is everything. If you tell me here's 10 trades, 8 of them belong to me, that means there's only 2 of them remaining to the rest of the entire market. That means all of them belong to me. Right? What the hell is 20% if I own 80% of everything? So I just keep that in mind and don't get played by these silly narratives, because they're just silly narratives. It comes down to the VEPS. That's why I always, especially on low time frames, have nothing to, well, actually they have two things to do with the news, and those two things are jack and shit. Just bear that in mind.
Good morning. GM.
No, I want to make sure nobody gets fooled by these hacks selling ridiculous nonsense headlines as ideas that any of us should be paying attention to. We are VEPS traders. We don't give a crap what those guys say, because it doesn't matter to low time frame traders. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah. News was legit for about 5 minutes until they found out they could control everybody with it. It's been shit ever since.
Yeah.
Any type of news. Doesn't matter what it is.
Gosh, I'm in agreement with you though, but the hedge fund moves money. It's gonna shift the bet.
Yes, there are huge hedge funds that move massive amounts of money. You're 100% correct. Yes, and they do pay money. You're right, and they pay attention for longer term investments. 100%. But if you're not trading their strategy of 3 to 5 year trades, which are really investments, low time frame trading is not impacted by that. The only impact it has is on the order. But in terms of what you're able to scalp before, during, and after that, has zero impact on you.
Yeah. The hedge
what matters to you is what the VEPS is saying, because you're going to see it on the VEPS first, and then you'll hear about it in the news. Right? You're going to see the move before anybody else talks about it. Everyone else is talking about it is going to talk about it after the fact. All these Joe Schmoes saying, oh, we're expecting this to happen. And then it doesn't happen because the VEPS was not going their way. And they had no idea because they don't know what the VEPS is. So the hedge funds, for sure, they're moving huge amounts of money. No doubt about it. But that's for long-term investments. Yeah. And they're not sitting there swapping trades every second, 100,000 times a second, like the HFT firms and the quant shops that run huge bots also. They're just not doing that, right? Mm-hmm. Kathy Wood might be buying $100 million worth of Bitcoin on any given day, but she's not then turning around and selling it and buying it and selling it and buying it a million times during the course of the day. She's just not. She sucks at trading, like really badly. She's an investor. Maybe she makes a fortune as an investor, but she's a horrible trader. It's easy. She shows the goddamn 21. She shows the yellow 21 on her charts. Come on. I mean, do you need more of an example of what a joke she is as a trader? And I'm not dissing her as an investor.
Kathy Wood's strategy is literally just buying the -3 standard deviation move. That's it. She'll sit in the book for months with an order there, constantly adjusting it. Then it wicks down, boom, pulls back. Now she makes cash.
Right, and then her other strategy.
She doesn't buy consolidation. She sits her orders outside of the book. She brings the price to her. They auction at that area, and then they go and auction higher to see if people are willing to buy or sell higher.
Yeah, and exactly. And then they talk about it after the fact, and they pump people up when they should be selling, and they talk people down when they should be buying. I mean, it's classic misleading information. So I'm just saying, like, it's good to know what the macro is. Just don't let it impact your VEPS low time frame trading. That's all I'm trying to say in a friendly way. Yeah. None of us should be following those idiots. I mean, and I say that politely, respectfully. They are low time frame trading idiots. They may be super smart. They may be 1,000 times smarter than me. They probably are economically, no doubt about it. Yeah. But not when it comes to low time frame trading.
The hedge funds are definitely not in the Shark Tank playing.
No,
not at all.
Long-term investment houses, no way. It's only the day traders who have the balls to do it.
Yep. It's ballsy. That's a good word to put it.
Yeah. And are there some traders in the Shark Tank who don't use VEPS, who use like gut feeling? You bet. Even some that are incredibly successful. I know some people like that. If we've been long enough around traders, we know some people like that. There's some well-known people who do that. They only trade according to the news and their feeling and their instinct. Fine. That's a certain thing. And they usually trade like one or two assets. That's all they do. They just focus on that asset. And they move huge amounts because that's all they focus on. Okay. But when you put them in any other asset, they don't have a clue what they're doing. And they'll admit it. They're like, I don't touch that stuff. Why would I touch that? You know,
Right.
it's too risky for me. I don't know it. They don't know the vibe. They don't get the vibe. There's things that they have a sense about, so they can trade that stuff with other information. Fine. But that's like 1 in 10,000 people. It's not 99.5% of the people.
Daily range coming in about 447. Oh, I was a little high. 446.5. Oh, we gonna make this real easy. 6.5. What we got down here? What's the bottom side of the 6? So this thing pre-market's up here, opened up right below the monthly for bottom of the weekly, first standard deviation. Dixie seemed to be picking it back up a little bit. Telling you, man, that little pre-market, let's just say, effery. Be careful here. Be careful. Look at this low. Yeah, this was even lower than I thought. Center of this daily range. Woo! P-Funk seeing Phantom Wicks. Where's he at?
Look at yesterday. How bad did SPY troll those 49 calls?
Oh,
look at
dude.
that wick. It's like 448.8.
Yesterday was crazy. I ended up getting out of my calls, just bought a couple puts, and then towards the end of the day, that's why when I posted that funny little analysis chart, but then I rebought the calls and finally made some money on them. So I lost the morning trade.
You see, yeah, if you see that bottom wick on, I think it's the 1030. No, it's the second wick before it went up over that bottom wick. I don't know how to explain it on your screen, but enter right there at 30 cents. It ticked down to the bid was 30. I was waiting for one. It just didn't get there, and then it shot up.
Look at this.
By the green BRE.
Look at
him working into the green BRE. You didn't fall.
Look at him puff piecing this thing up a little bit. SPY pumping up, huh? Dixie back up above the weekly. This is a tough little call right here. I know what I want to do. Boy, they're giving you the ooh. See here. What do we got down here at the bottom? 445.5. What's the top side of the 68.3? 447. Oh, man. Really? Gut. Yeah, and everybody, you should definitely, I mean, in my opinion, we got two brains, right? This is the one I trust in the gut, for sure. Since you were just talking about gut feelings. 47. Man, dude. Top side of this 68.3 is today. That's what, if we're gonna play these things, I play them real tight too, man. I wouldn't be straddling off too far.
If I sounded not friendly before, sorry about that. I'm trying to be friendly. I just want to let everybody. I love you all, man. I'm just looking out for the best. I want nobody here to get hurt.
He's friendly.
I just want to make sure. Yeah.
I
want to make sure everybody's safe and sound when trading the VEPS.
He's a friendly.
And with what time frame I'm always talking about? I was always talking about the macro.
What's this thing gonna do? What's it? These bears are gonna fight right here, man. These bears are gonna be fighting. They got this data set where they wanted it. And especially what's been going on lately, high probability they're not gonna let these bulls rip their butt again, man. I'm telling you. Boy, that was a good entry on some of these puts, man, when this wick got up here. This is tricky, though. This is one of those things. But, you know, where I'm thinking about this, managing the risk on what I'm thinking about doing is pretty damn easy, to be honest. Let's see this thing get back up to the 1SD again. It's 447. Oh, man, they're jacking it up at premium as this thing climbs. Really? Oh yeah, they're not letting anybody be sneaky. Although they just rug pulled some. They just rug pulled a dime out of the 447s like in literally 2 seconds. That thing dropped from 60 to 50. 49, huh? Wow, what are these babies doing here? What? What is this thing talking about? Oh goodness, let's clear that out. What the hell happened there? Don't fat finger a sell when you're buying. Newsflash. I looked down at my buying power. I was like, why is this wanting $8,000 of my money right now? Something's not right. Help me,
Yeah,
mommy.
man. So what I have to do is I have to like market buy. So I have to put the thing at 100% every single time.
Yeah.
So I get into this flow state of, okay, buy, put the thing on 100%, move to sell, slide that thing to 100%.
Right.
All right, to get ready to market sell. And now I can switch out.
Right.
All right. So like, obviously you got to be quick. So you're like, I know this is the signal, hit it. And I can switch out. So I press sell and I move my thing to buy. But thinking I was still in a sell order, I was like, well, what the fuck is going on here? I think I was trying to limit out like a little bit more, whatever. So I sold 400, I had 100 in, and then I went over to buy, and as soon as the market pulled back, my brain hit buy, like in the dump mode, and I was like, oh my god, panic mode back in, slide 100, press sell. 1-2 seconds later, the market just shits itself.
Yeah.
And a little fat finger, man, take all your time from me. So you just always got to be very, very, very sure.
Very.
Even if you're in flow state, you just take your money so quick.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm on it. Trying to pop this thing up. Gold, 1920, huh? See something real quick. What we got going on over in BTC land, holding strong at 29.5, 29.6. All right. Traditional. Let's see how everything opened up here. Fucking oil, man. Go down. Killing me at the pump again. Dun, 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 dun. Baba, what are you doing? Google up 1%, huh? Interesting. Give me a second here, people. Lift. Yeah, Lift tried to dip under. Man, it's up now. Boy, it tried to dip under 10. I'm waiting. Let's see. 38s. One we got 447s. 63. We're starting to get some deals rolling in here. It's a sad. This is almost at top size at the 4 hour. No, that's at a 4 hour 95 for Laplace right there. Almost got a wick right to it, man. 4 hour 95 for Laplace. Is that one? Boom. 4 hour 95 4 already. First 15-minute candle, huh? Very interesting morning here, gentlemen. Let me see. Where you at, Tesla? What are you doing, you shit coin? Up 2.2 or 250, huh? A mixed bag. Mixed bag here of some shit coins. Thing is, Dixie going to stay above that weekly? About to find out, man. About to find out. It's messing. I mean, it's right here. Here's the weekly range. That's why we're seeing this right now. A lot of liquidity right here. See, the bears tried to push it down. These bulls are down here going, gah, gah, gah. They sent that back up so fast. You got a little battle going on. Massive little battle.
Bitcoin trying to rip out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute positive dip. We'll see if it has some legs.
Dixie hasn't been affecting Bitcoin very much, man, to be honest. It's been doing its thing. It has been doing its thing. Yeah, I mean, in fact, SPY is almost at 450 right now. It's just fucking funny. Funny. It's what happens. That's why you need the VEPS. You need the freaking VEPS. Definitely need the distribution, man. If you're not working with the probabilities, you need math in your life. Need math in your life. I remember I said that to, I'll say his name, who cares? To Bally one time. It's like, I need math in my life, Bally. He sends me a page of freaking calculus equations. He goes, here, work on this first. Like I literally had a background in mathematics or something. He's like, here, you when you figure this out, that's a good start. And I'm just looking at it going, seriously, dude? I was like, bro, I have no idea where to even start with that. He's like,
I don't see these. Yeah, I don't see these Greeks out here. What do you mean? What's this funny S?
What in the world are you talking about, bro? Holy crap. That's nice. I love that gif. What's he got? The book of VEPS there, Matt? That is funny. This information is worth millions. Millions, I tell you. So once again, we got this daily range. It's pretty much the mean. Daily range is the mean of the distribution today. Almost perfectly centered. Almost perfectly centered. VIX pulling inside 15 now, really. Down 7.5%, just smack. Here's the thing, though. This opens up, and I see this macro volatility on the top side, center of the weekly, center of the monthly. We're already at the 4-hour 95 for the plus. Guys, this is where when you have this leading information, I am not interested at all buying calls right now. Not interested at all. When you got Dixie messing around with all this volatility in the weekly range, and I'm talking this thing could go either direction. I mean, look, you're at the center of the week. Of course you are. I mean, the data set's just sitting right at the center of the weekly. This thing could rocket ship or dump, right? It can go up, down, or sideways. Sideways, in my opinion, is out of the question. You can see a preview of what we're going to get today. You definitely got a preview of what we're going to get. And so I see that, right? I see all the macro. I see all the macro on SPY, right? The data set's up above it. Or on Dixie. You look at SPY, it's the other way around, man. You got all that macro volatility above you. And you're already, first 15-minute candle, you're at the 4-hour 95 for Laplace distribution range. When you understand the distribution, and you're looking at those two data sets, writing's on the wall. What not to do, right? I'm talking about if you're going to manage risk, that's it right there, man. You got to be real careful here. If you're bullish, just be careful. Be prepared to get out. Come on, man, drag up. Let's go, baby. Let's have a drag show here, a real one with charts, not the freaks out there. Sorry, if you like wearing women's panties. Sorry.
Don't bust me, man. Don't bust me.
Get her. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. How the minis reacting here? What are these SPY minis doing? Oof. All right. Getting back in the monthly here, huh? Yeah. Bottom of the monthly range for the minis. See, this when people are talking about all this news and stuff, do they know where these data sets are? Like, how many of them that are talking about the news understand, right? Understand. Now, you group this up. Hey, man, it's like all the, I'm going to say it again, all the macro volatility is on the top side of these data sets. The bulls have to, a major push to get through these areas, man. I'm telling you. More likely scenario is this thing go the other direction. I'll tell you what, man, if Dixie finds the legs to get this thing moving, especially if it gets back up to this daily range, you see you see it bust the top side of it, you're up here around 102.5 again. SPY is going to dump out. Hell, you might see gold at 1900 today. If that happens. Because gold has been having trouble getting some traction. It's got 0 4-wheel drive right now to climb. It's on a muddy hill and it can't move. It cannot be moving, my friends. Right when you say that, right? Then Dixie dumps and wham! Let's freaking go. It's got Dixie sending wicks into the center of the weekly. This tells me a lot right here, right? These bears sent a wick down to the top of the monthly. The big algos, man, they front run the top of that monthly range and sent that right back to the shop. Rejection. We will not be having this. So we'll see, man. We will see. Indeed. I mean, I've already kind of made up my mind what I want to do. But right now, there you go. There. Now we got a new candle. You can really see these levels a lot better. And that little white line right there, that is the 4-hour 95.4% Laplace distribution range. There's the 2SD normal distribution. And both of these 95.4% levels on the first 4-hour candle are below the center of the weekly, which these things at this pump, man, these will move up a little bit. The distribution levels definitely fluctuate with volatility. You gotta love these markets, man. You gotta love these markets. They got people in the hurt locker right now. In freaking deed. I'm saying. I mean, Dixie loses its steam, and you can get this data set up above the center of these ranges. It's a whole different ballgame, man. Especially you break the top side of this weekly. You break the top side of this weekly, the last trading day of the week, I mean, SPY could go bananas. SPY could go bananas. But you got the top side of the monthly up there. Let's see. Let's take a peek. Yep, right up here, man. And as it goes for daily, that's a third standard deviation, man. Third standard deviation normal distribution. Very rare, especially in traditional markets, you get moves like that, man. And there's the daily 95.4 Laplace, second standard deviation at a right above the center of the monthly. Right above. I mean, first things first. You can get a 15-minute candles that close above the center of the weekly, then you got the center of the monthly. You get trapped up in here. Could be a long day. I have to wait. I have to be patient, see what happens. Yeah, yesterday, though. Dang. Nobody could get a read on that. Nobody. Let's see. What we got going on in here? Being hailed. Cool. I just got word that the alpha trading bot is getting oiled and greased up. Probably down today. All good. It happens. It freaking happens. Yeah, old Zen-Tap had to take off. That's fine. That is just fine and dandy, Andy. Speaking of Andy, it's pretty early in the morning there. Geez, what is it? It's like 5 in the morning or something. 4 or 5 in the morning where he's at. Which is all good. Our man down under. I'm going to lost my mouse again. There it is. The curse of having multiple monitors. Multiple monitors and one eye. Man, tell you. It's rough. It is rough. So yeah, I'm sure some of you, man, this guy's got screwy eyes. Yeah, he does. He does. So what do we got working here, man? Boomshay. See, they're going to try to close this candle up here above this weekly, man. Let's see what happens here. What do we got? 11 minutes. Got some time to work. Tell you what, man, if I woke up in the morning and we already gapped up, like 3 points or something. And if you were ballsy enough to buy those calls, you bought some calls up here somewhere, and you're not taking profit right now, I don't know what to tell you. We can't help you. This is what this is all about. Especially when you understand where this data set's at. Count your lucky stars, this thing even pulled up. I'm telling you, man. Count your lucky stars, this thing even pulled up into this range. Yes. I mean, it's been having trouble with it all week since this new weekly open. Bears front running them too, man. Every time they climbed up here, they just slammed them, hammered them down. So they're trying to catch off guard this morning. I'm telling you, man, they got a battalion of soldiers sitting right here at these ranges. Bulls are really going to have to expend a lot of energy, and that's what are they going to? They're going to blow their wad today. You got Friday coming in tomorrow, hot, man. Weekly options expiration and stuff. They don't want to blow their wad. They're going to need it. They are going to need it. All right. VIX down 8%. Wow, man. Wow. Okay, so let's get over here on the chart. See what's going on in these low time frames. Blah, 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 blah. Trying to get up above the 9 and 33 log MA on the 4 hour right now, SPY. Yep. This pulls back and gets back underneath. Reverse wave trend. And that's what they're trying to stave off here. They don't want this wave trend to cross down Fisher. This would be a bad week next week if this happens. A real bad week. So we're dealing with all those, the monthly and the weekly ranges, and at the same time on the 4 hour, you're literally right at the 9 and the 33. That have, I might add, crossed down through the entire power mean band, getting ready to cross down Fisher, or a wave trend. So they're giving they're giving a nice little effort here, try to get this out. Back down a little bit. Start down here. Yeah, I'm laughing. Well, man. No div. Not on the 15. Not on the 15. It's going to be low. It's going to be low time frames. All right, you already got the returns oscillator turning down. Low length Z-score turning down. High length Z-score was up there messing around with the 99% confidence interval in this gap up. That's 6 minute. Where's this div at, man? There's going to be some bear div here somewhere. So really, we got to go this low, huh? There it is. There she blows. Hey. See if the returns oscillator pops up to the zero mean and rejects from there. You got the least low length Z score, definitely bear div, man. And it's on the returns oscillator too. It's just right. It turned up, negatively correlated, I might add, on the turn up. So you are way outside the power mean band. On these low time frames, this is where you see it in real time. That's why people wonder why data sets do what they do. It's mean reversion. Simple as that. Simple as that. Mean reversion. Returns mean revert, price action follows. I mean, everybody tries to complicate all this. It's not complicated at all. Really isn't when you realize what's really going on. And we're just here. We're trying to fit in. Nice little trend. Nice little trend down here on the 3 minute. This thing's definitely trying to turn up. Let's see what happens when this thing breaks back up inside. What's going on in the 1 minute down here? Let's go low. Yeah, there we go. Bear div definitely setting up. See if this continues to stay on the bottom side here. Yeah, even the 30's down. Everything's down. Random walk on the 1 minute already. Look at this volatility. Gee, Merry Christmas, man. Whee! Is that a tough read? Absolutely. Absolutely. A real tough read, to be honest. What's that 2400 doing, man? That thing is just going sideways up here. It's positively correlated. 981 expanding, negatively correlated, and you were going into some contraction here on the 1 minute, right? As the low length volatility was contracting. This expands right now, right? This is things that have been flowing and it's pulling back. Let's see what happens. You're at the top side of the power mean band. Right when you had this cross, you had a nice little 1 minute pump. Boom, boom, boom. See if this thing comes back into the Fisher. What's that? 448.8? 448.8. 1 minute, huh? 448.8. What we got down here? Probably 1 SD. Yep, pretty much. Right in this area. Okay, we got about 5.5 minutes on this 15-minute candle. They're definitely trying to close it up here above the center of the weekly. The bear's going to let that happen. In all reality, if this monthly range wasn't right here, I would say absolutely not, probably. But I mean, dude, they can retreat right here. This is bigger, better. All the B words. Center of this monthly is a lot more powerful, especially what it be 10 days in. Oh yeah. And what is that resistance level? That's man, it's only the second resistance level on the daily. There was the first. Top side of the 68.3, sitting down here at 447.4 area. 7.4. 447.4. It's the bottom. What's the center of this daily? 446.87. Bottom side 445 and about a half. Okay. Pile over here real quick. Now, Dixie. Okay, you're hanging in that weekly. Over here, throw Dixie up on the chart. Okay, down, she says. Down. No, 1 minute. Let's start up here on the 15. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, chart's clean, man. There's no divs here on the 15. Actually, Z-score, yeah. Z-score, yes. God, look at the entropy read. Randomly walking. Random, very random. And you get down there in the 15, right? This volatility is still totally expanded. You start getting some, yeah, man. This contracts positively correlated. Dixie will dump. Be good for the market. I don't know though, man. Get way down here and see what's happening. Yeah, you got some hidden bull setting up right now. Hidden bull setting up. Z-score and returns oscillator and high length Z-score too. Or wait a minute. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Just the lower lengths. Return oscillator. 7 length Z-score. You're at the bottom side of the power mean band here on the 6 minute. Man, this thing is so tight. Wow. Red alert. See this 3 minute here. Yeah, got a little bull div here. You're on top of the power mean, or you're on top of the zero mean here. So I'm going to make another leg up. Starting to drop in the trend out of a random walk. The prediction model saying down, flat volatility. Come on, this isn't any fun. Let's see this volatile move. Do something. Dixie's fighting hard to stay above those levels. I'll be surprised if it does drop below there. I will be surprised. I would imagine we got a bounce coming in. And with this first 4-hour candle on SPY, I mean, they're pushing the distribution, man. They're pushing the limits of these probabilities. Indeed. In-freaking-deed. Jerome Powell sitting by his desk all nerded out, hitting the buy button. We know what you're up to, criminals. Meanwhile, as an American, don't pay your taxes, see what happens. Meanwhile, the real criminals are running the show. Gee, many Christmas. What are we going to do? Man, this 4-hour candle. I'm telling you, this dollar is 4-hour candle. This thing needs to pump it up. We need to get this back up. Say 102.275 would be safe. 102.275. You don't want to close this candle like this. You are at the bottom. You're down here at the 99 log MA. I mean, let's be real. What's the top side of the power mean band? Like that 102.5 area, man. Where this thing spilled out from. 102.5. Sounds like a radio station, doesn't it? Pull this up real quick. Yeah, man. I mean, you're in no man's land down here. What do you got? Reverse Fisher down here at 101.25. About 0.8. Tough indeed. One more look at this daily. Blown up a little bit. I'm surprised Dixie gave up this much, man. Good Lord. Here we go again, now to the top side. Now to the top side. Daily, you're almost down here to the reverse wave trend. Sent a wick through all that. We already showed this, but let's see. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if Dixie by the end of the day pulls back up here and closes on top of this. Is that the 99? That is. That is, my friends. 99 log MA. Whew, all this dip below. That's the thing. Dixie gonna fight for its life here, man. You do not want this 99 leveling out and everything staying below it. Not a good idea. Gonna be really tough. Really tough. But literally on the daily, we're there. You're sitting on top of the reverse wave trend on the daily. And remember, SPY on the 4 hour. I mean, literally, we're a half hour into the trading day. Half freaking hour into the trading day. Look at this thing. You got me. Yep, I'm laughing. It's funny. It really is. Sexy. Sexy little data sets. Yeah, Dixie gave it up again, man. Don't be surprised this thing shoots right back up. There is a lot of volatility right here. So even on the daily, I mean, Dixie, you're down here messing around with the 1 SD. Like I said, SPY on the 4 hour. You're busting through these probabilities. Now you're up here messing around center of the monthly. They are not messing around right now. Here's a daily 95.4 Laplace, man. The daily 95.4 Laplace distribution range. This 4 hour candle, literally, right? Got 3.5 hours left in this first 4 hour candle, and you're above the 95.4s on the 4 hour. Very, very interesting move here early on. Like I said, man, dude, if you were up here, if you were buying calls up at these levels, I'd be snatching that profit up real quick. Real quick. As they just run this, man. Okay. 1.6.
Yo, so what would VIX be saying? Is that 20 or 30? Sorry, my internet's a little slow there.
You talking about the intraday?
VIX, yeah.
Well, VIX
yeah,
is
VIX, VI.
VIX is 14.63 right now, down 8.28%.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
The thing's down 8.28%. It was about up that yesterday.
Okay.
They are just battering folks. I mean, hey, man, we give it up to these SPY bulls. They're pushing through all these levels. You weak-ass bears. Where you at? Letting Jerome Powell bully you around? It's okay. It's okay. He's got that little guy complex. Let me see here. Yeah, pretty surprised. Foul ball. Foul freaking ball, man. You're way up here. All right, this is what we need to get into. All right, SPY. That's the thing, man. That is the thing. You see on this 15-minute, this thing is nuked. What are you up here? You're only above. That thing nukes right through the RMLR. Of course it did. Of course it did. And you're only just a little bit above the 1 SD. Where's this 30 at? Let's see. Below 2. Yeah, man. I mean, you had this cross up right here. Well, SPY pulling up some moves. But then again, what do we got down there? 449.64. 449.64 are pretty much the RMLRs. 18 to 54. Hey. What was that on the 4 hour again? All right. Where's this 30? Yeah, way up above. Good Lord. Yeah, so here's this first 4 hour candle, right? Yeah, man. Jiminy Christmas. Here's here, right down here. Here's the 68.3 Laplace on this first 4 hour candle, right? 1 SD, 2 SD. This thing's just Nukeville. Nukeville. That's a 2 SD, right? There's a 1 SD. Just flying through these areas. Just sent a wick to the daily 95.4. 95.4 on the daily. So if you go over here, throw this on the daily, you're about to see. There it is. Little pink dot, little blue dot right there. That's a second step. And I mean, I'm gonna say, boy, you are crossing down here. What's that? We think this thing's getting up to 454 today. I mean, you're talking 3 SD move, man. I just don't see it. Probabilities are totally saying no, but data set is saying let's go. It's like, where does this 15-minute candle close, though? I mean, geez, they almost sent that 15-minute through both the center of these macro ranges. That's like, wow. I'm not surprised usually, but that did. That surprised me. 100%. Let's let that play out a little bit. Let's go over here and check out crypto land. See what old BTC is doing. Can you a little run? Yeah, 650, 667. See what we're back up to here. Daily range, huh? Good thing though. I mean, you're in these ranges. Good to go. You're above the center of the weekly, which is right. Or actually, where is the center of the damn weekly? Yeah, it's down there. Good. Bull centered up from the weekly range. Got to get through this monthly. BTC can crack. I mean, we're talking 30K. You need to get up here, especially this week. You close this week above the center of the monthly. Good stuff for BTC, man. Where's the top side? Like 400 or something? 350. 350. 344. Gotcha. What else? What do we have? Solana trying to make a run again. Take a peek at SOL. Above the center of the monthly here. This is what you want to see BTC closing. Above the center of its monthly by the end of the week. Right? Close the weekly above 30K. Let's just shoot 30K out there. Close it above 30K. And we're in business. Doge. What's Doge doing? Up 1%. 1.2. Anybody jumping around? Any jumpers? VET's up almost 2%. XRP down 1. Damn, XRP dumped out that much? 63 cents? Jesus, wasn't that up at like 80 cents?
Yeah.
Wow. Profits. Garlic bread sold the rest of his bags off. Holy shit, that was loud. I had the volume turned way up. Somebody's mic was kind of muffled, and that got you up, didn't it, girl? Jeez, she's looking like, what the hell was that? What was that? I'm trying to drop that when it drops. That's when the fun begins. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. This dollar finds some strength. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll say it again. Take your profits when it gives you the opportunity to take your profits, man. And Dixie's allowing you to take profits on the top side right now. Big time. Big time. Especially where this is at on the daily. There's a 95.4% chance SPY is not going to close above 451.75 area. Let's just say, I mean, you got the second standard deviation at 451.96. Got this nice little tight 95.4 range between the two distributions. Interesting. 21 cents, huh? 21 cents. Boom, 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 boom. Boy, there's still buy pressure is on, man. Buy pressure is on. Calls are going crazy. I mean, dude, the hell, where did this thing close yesterday? 445. This thing's up 6 points. Wow. Good for those SPY bulls. See, everything's great. Nothing to see here. Economy's fine. Everything's in the green. Oil's going down a little bit. Natural gas is pulling back again. Oh, everything's good in the world. Coinbase is up 4.4. Oh, yeah. Baba's up 6%. Go check comms. Let's see. Google 1.62, huh? Interesting. Chipotle, boy, they took some profits there, didn't they? Man, that thing was like 2,100. Sound what, 1860? Get the fat out of your chicken. I might buy some stock. Chicken's way too fatty. Way too fatty. Let's see. Yeah, the longs are popping. Longs are popping. Oof. Bonds. Oh, even the wokesters are up a little bit today. Jeez, good lord. Wokesters, hell, every corporation out there. What a joke. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Okay, you going to be able to close this 15-minute above here? I'm telling you, though, man. This is a nice cap for the day. That's why. As of the day, I mean, I'll call this a top just because of the probabilities. Could I be wrong? There's a 4.6% chance I could be wrong. Am I going to be like, nah, I'm going to go with the 4.6%? I'd trade this way because I'm going to trust the math. So I need more coffee. I know Warlord has something to talk about.
Yeah, well, I'm looking into trading Ethereum. So I've just been observing the charts the whole day. And I'll be trading it tomorrow. So I'll see how it goes. I'm not willing to lose more than 50 cents, which is 0.10 cents of average daily percentage income. So I'll go gamble 50 cents there. So that should maybe be, if I'm quick, two candles against me, and then the third one, I'll be like, all right, it's not making profit, and I'll just go back to Bitcoin. But yeah, both of them are looking quite good today. I'm actually quite surprised that Bitcoin percentage moves are greater than Ethereum's today, given that Ethereum is stuck in a range bound region. What I will say is there were Bitcoin observations you'll see flying around for 30 grand, 30,500. If you need me to, I will post a daily VRE that hasn't been touched, which is all the way up at the top. And this falls back into that daily VRE target is still going to be hit one day. All right, and this goes for the downside targets that remain untouched. And this new upside target, which is the only upside target that remains untouched. So it's quite contrary to belief. But if you're bullish, let's say for 10 years, right, but you want a cheaper Bitcoin, you don't want it to actually pull back into this 30,500 region, because then it's touched that daily minimum. Whereas if it falls to $1,000, you'll know that it can still go touch 30 grand. Okay, so those are the ideas that need to be conceptualized when VREs aren't touched, especially your means, your yellow colors when they come standard. Those yellow colors, if a candle doesn't touch it, it's a magnet for later. And you can refer this back to, if you're very deep into case studies and stuff, just go look at all these CPI days and all of this nonsense and see where it goes. It's going to go to the untouched weekly. It's going to go to the untouched daily that happened. All right. It's not me that decides this thing's fake. It's just what the bots and the algos do. And if you look at the yellow lines, like it's the safest place to, because it's a mean reversion point. You look at the yellow colors on your VRE as it's the safest point to put liquidity to auction. So what does that mean? You can naturally see on Bookmap that there's going to be a shit ton of liquidity around the yellow. And if you play a game of Nokia 3310 and use VEPS to tell you if the snake is going up or down the screen, then you know where the bait is and you know where the snake's trying to go. It doesn't matter how the snake looks going there. It's just going to go to that bait. And that's the game. Anything in between is just signal processing. And then yeah, just looking for the yellow lines. Like, so right now I'm looking at Ethereum. Ethereum currently broke out like post. So I'd be looking for a mean reversion. Mean reversion for Ethereum is -7 units down, but the daily VRE which if it holds is actually pretty darn bullish for Ethereum, would be a $3 move away, the downside. So yes, it's bearish right now, coming down. But if you're long-term bullish till the end of the day, till the next daily BRE prints, you want to see it hold above today's daily. Okay. All these things, then if that daily mean stacks on top of the previous daily mean, well, then there's two big fat points of liquidity that already work. So you can look for continuation up, because it's going to be hard to break through 2-day low-term cuts. Just little things like that. And you can, if you do this with order flow, you can see the shit. If you don't, you can go and investigate it to see if your numbers are right on bookmap, tensor charts, whatever it is, just to see where the liquidity lay. But yeah, I think that's good enough for now. I wish you guys all the best trade. And yeah, I'll join you guys tomorrow if anyone wants to trade alongside or whatever it is, and the signal's good enough, well then let's do it.
It's jacked up right now. Yeah, thank you. Let's see here.
Pop out.
What the hell is XDC? What a mixed bag. Mixed bag in the crypto market, man, for sure. Good Lord. Mixed freaking bag. With whatever the hell XDC is. That's what you got to love about crypto. Okay. The hell is XDC?
550% today. Now you know.
What is this? What the hell's going on? I don't know. I just wanted to see that. I want to see these heat maps. Oh, it's all good, man. Traditional markets, everything's fine. Your 401ks are looking good, people. Don't worry about it. You're good. Send your financial advisor a dozen roses, bag of apples or something. Tell them they're great. They need that stuff. Need that ego pumped up. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this thing is running slow right now. Hopefully this stream's okay. I don't know what's going on. Hell, we having solar flares or something? Meteor attack? I don't know. What's going on? Nice blue sky. I tell you what, it downpoured yesterday. Good Lord, man. I mean, I'm talking buckets of rain. Massive buckets of rain. It's pretty nuts. Pretty freaking crazy. There's shit flooding everywhere. Oh, well. Okay, so on the 33-minute, you're up here. I mean, you were making a run at the reverse Fisher. You're sitting here above the 99 log MA. Wow. You have got, on the 33-minute, you got wave trend down here on top of the power mean band. Just begging for price action. It's at 448.69. 448.69. Goodness gracious, man. Look at this 15-minute, man. This thing tried to pull back. Let's get a new candle and just run it on them again. Variance coming down positively correlated. Let's see if this starts to play out. Back to 6 minute where that div was setting up. Oh, of course. There was hidden bull on the returns oscillator. Definitely not Z-score. Well, it is from up here, I guess. In this little shelf. But all that being said, yeah, man, this thing is remember, on the daily, it's up there at the 95.4 Laplace, man. All right? I mean, sent a wick right to it. You know what that is? That's a freaking reversal signal for these algos. I'm telling you, man. These algos, they're going to stop buying up here, man. They're going to stop buying up here. Probabilities.
Yeah, so a very interesting, quick thing, a very interesting to observe is if you watch the order book, the size of the trades, just on whatever exchange you have, and when you see, let's say that Bilbo is saying dump, so we are going to look for contraction and volatility was positively correlated. So if you see that come through on any of the time frames, you'll see that the buy orders to the bottom, they get very thin All right. And what does that mean? That just means that the bot on the algo knows that it's going to get a better price if it was to buy. So now when the bot in the algo that's strong, who's going to be putting in these market sell orders, he sort of screws him with slippage, but there's less liquidity in the book, which means the candle's going to fall faster because there's no limit orders in it to buy. So it's just going to fall through these levels until the bot is triggered to say switch off and I'll buy. So those are like little things that you can see pop up with a contraction in volatility. The contraction in volatility is positive drift. You'll see that the bots and the algos, they will take their sell orders, they'll take their buy orders off, and they'll push them straight into pretty much in the money, as you would call it, like into the range of variance of 0.01%. They push huge orders in. Bitcoins, hundreds of Bitcoins are flying. They just sit there buying up any sell orders that come through. And then that same bot that is pushing its buy order up is lifting its sell orders above it because there's positive drift. It knows that the market can easily fly through and it can get filled at a higher price. It doesn't matter direction. The positive drift and negative drift kicking in means that it's just easier to push the market in the direction that the volatility is wanting to say. You have RO, DLP, all those things. That if it's positive drift, you want RO, DLP matching up to say, cool, we're going to get a pump out of here. And that's why a positive drift kicks into an expansion pump really quickly, is because it can cover distance so fast because there's not much volume in the book to the upside. Right. So then you'll see your indicator flick into expansion mode and then everybody pumps it. But now this would be the inverse. So you'll look for the negative drift coming in and then you look for it to trigger expansion to the downside. And that's just going to like throw on big sell orders above or at price right now. And that sort of limits it from going up for as long as there's an expansion signal to the downside. So there's a whole other bunch of ways you can quantify it. Just having a gut feeling is just knowing, oh, okay, this is the gut feeling. This is what it is. And there is always that time that you have a gut feeling, and that's part of trading, man. It's just having your rules. You just know it goes from this phase to that phase. And the guesswork is monitoring if it's going to do it in this next candle or the following candle. From phase contraction to phase expansion. How many candles? 1, 2, 3. And you'll see that it literally, there's a decay on the indicators. If it stays at a price, you'll see that the volatility starts to decay or expand if it just goes sideways. And if you can monitor those bots and the algos, you can see that the longer that this thing, they keep on dumping into it, the more it triggers a pump. And that's just with a little doji of 1 cent. So you can imagine on the lower time frames or whatever it is, all the same.
Well, here's what I'm noticing right now. When this volatility in the morning, when this thing ran up to the 95.4 Laplace, when this data set got up here, a ton of volume came in at the 452 and 451 calls. This is exactly what I was talking about. So you got people right up here at the top where the probabilities are totally dictating this is probably the high of the day and they're buying calls up here. Why? Because they don't understand the distribution. They don't understand the distribution at all. So, yeah, man. And it's right there. 450, 451s, and 452s is where a lot of volume started piling in. A lot. So, let's see how this plays out. There's a lot of calls right now intraday that could just get absolutely nuked, man. Absolutely nuked.
And you kind of noticed this yesterday, and it absolutely applies today too. If you actually look at triple Qs, right? Because triple Qs is about 20% of SPY, more or less, right? So
what's up, way more?
You can get a directional read on QQQ when the data set is tight. You know, SPY is going to follow as well. Look at what QQQ did. It's up there. What? It's 94.5 Laplace too. It's going to dump.
Yeah, but in one thing though, I'm noticing at triple Qs though, triple Q hadn't closed one freaking candle inside the weekly, where you got SPY up at the center of its monthly. So SPY's a little bit ahead of the game, but yeah, both assets. Both
more relates to-
instruments are at the we're at the 95.4.
I noticed it yesterday because remember yesterday morning we were talking about that SPY and it being like in the middle of that data set and just on wicks top and bottom. But if you went over to triple Qs yesterday, it's just all down, right? So and then as soon as triple Qs went down, SPY went with it. So it's a good tell. It's an extra read that you can do on SPY when it's everything's in the middle of that data set.
It's Dixie. Dixie's bouncing out of the lower little level there. What I say about gold? Look at gold down 1916 now. I'm telling you, Dixie makes a little run. The gold's going to get down. And remember, second support level on the weekly is right at 1900. Right at 1900 for gold, which I've been calling for a couple days here. We're literally at the local lows right now, I believe. What was it, 1915, 1914? Something like that. Something like that. Poor gold. Poor gold. Don't you wish you were Bitcoin gold? It's okay. You can just say, I got a bigger brother. He's digital gold. His name's Bitcoin. He's the digital version of myself. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Goodness.
Only mind, not refined.
Yes. So, yeah. Let's see how the rest. I mean, dude, we're freaking literally an hour into the trading day, and both triple Qs and SPY are into the 95.4 Laplace, and call side just loading up. Call side just loading up. Man, they still piling them in on the 452s. There's about no. I mean, it's slowing down. I'll tell you that. It's slowing down. It was gaining very fast when the pump was happening. Very fast. Call side. What we got down here? I mean, right at the start, man, they were piling in at the 447s, 448s. Now they got up there at the 450s. People thinking that's going to end up in the money, which probably is, man. It's all the probabilities. You got Dixie down there messing around in those lower levels with all the macro volatility below it. You got these instruments run into the freaking 95.4 Laplace. Not long in this, right? Not short in Dixie. Just where the data sets are within the VRE, the distribution, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Especially, hey, if anybody out there, if you're a long-term trader, like you need to know the distribution, man, especially on macro time frames. Say, for instance, you're looking at, I'm going to go invest in Tesla. You pull up the VRE, you look where the weekly and the monthly levels are. I mean, say you're at the top side. Say you're at the top side of the weekly VRE. I'm talking all the resistance levels. And then the last couple days, right, you're just beating your head against like 95.4 Laplace. Dude, that is not a time to freaking buy, right? Especially at the top of a weekly range. You either need a new weekly to pop up, see how it reacts. Was there any ranges that didn't get tapped? I mean, there's so much that goes into this, man. There really is. But this is why when you understand the distribution models, you're not going to be buying tops anymore. You're not going to be selling bottoms anymore, right? You're going to know where the data set is in there within the probabilities. And if you're a math-based trader like we are, guys, you just got to trust the indicators. You got to trust the probabilities. You just have to do it. Every once in a while, will they run the other direction and take that small little bit of probability? Now in crypto, happens a lot. You got to be a lot more. That's why crypto, it's so much more important. When BTC makes these little runs and you're hitting 4-hour distribution levels and you're not taking profits, this is what it's all about, man. It's what it's all about, knowing where to take the profits. That's why I have this indicator stacked like this with the distribution levels. It doesn't come. The code's way too big to create the VRE and code in the two distribution levels, 4-hour and daily. Not enough, man. Pine can't handle it. All right, Pine can't handle it. So here we are. We just overlay them. It's pretty simple, and it makes a beautiful chart People out there will be like, that's a lot of noise. Show me your chart. Show me your chart of lagging indicators that you're using, right? This is all leading information. You want as much of it as possible on your chart. You want to know where all these levels are at, or you're just lost. You're lost. You're trading the yellow 21. Yasha was saying earlier, like Kathy Wood, literally shills it like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Right there, you know, okay, this person is definitely not a trader. Definitely not a real trader. Then you got the high frequency trading firms just they're just snickering at people like that. And you literally never hear anybody out there talking about any of this. Tasty Trade talks about the distribution, talks about the probabilities all the time, but they're coming from just the strictly options point of view, right? This is applied to everything within, I don't care what market either. It doesn't matter. The distribution's a distribution. Guys, you know from school, hell, they use the bell curve for everything under the sun, man. Everything under the sun. It's not just trading. So yeah, it's all about just learning the VEPS. Learning the VEPS. And what did I say earlier too, man? You get above the weekly, and then you got the center of the monthly, and this thing could just hang out right here. Remember, small probability it closes above like this 451, 75, 90 area. The 95.4% percentile ranges of normal and Laplace distribution. But I'll hand it to you, man. They're just relentless right now. Relentless. But Dixie can't get a damn foot in the door again. It's trying. I mean, it keeps trying to dump out, keeps pulling back up here beside the center of the weekly. If Dixie could just get some legs and run back up to this daily range, that's when you're going to see a real pullback here on SPY. Intraday. And not enough people out there talk about Dixie. So when you're trading intraday and you're not looking at the chart, you're not looking at the dollar index, I don't even want to have a conversation, man. You just don't get it. It's okay. Not a lot do. I didn't, right? None of us did. We're all self-taught here. It's not like we all worked at firms or nothing like that at all. We all have different backgrounds. We worked really hard to get this all put together. And that's what you need to know. We're normal. We're normal people, man. Right? We're not part of the shill crew out there. And we're not trying to extract money from the communities. Any of them. Right? It's just not right, man. We don't agree with it. We don't agree with a lot of what these YouTubers are doing. They're just showing their own crap. It doesn't work anyway. Selling lagging indicators to unsuspected new traders, on-ramping them onto freaking brokerages and highly leveraged crypto exchanges. So bad, man. So bad. We will not do that. We have no links. Now, obviously, we can give you some recommendations, depending on where you live out in the world, right? Of where you can trade, where you can't trade. We're not going to sit here and make YouTube videos how to use VPNs and how to get around systems and do this, that, or the other. That's not us, right? We're legit. We're definitely not trying to sell anything. If we give so much information away free to a certain point, we want to make sure this is what you want to do. This is for, right, full-time trading. You want to become a full-time day trader. This is for you, right? If you're just out there dicking around looking for signals, whatever, you're looking to swing trade, good luck. So I'm going to say, we teach this for one reason and one reason only: low time frame volatility trading, right? This is, we finally realize who's the real winner in these markets. The HFT firms. Well, I want to trade like them. You'll never do that. I don't know. African crypto warlords working it.
I'm trying my best.
He's trying his best. He's throwing in a shitload
Those
of
guys
trades.
have good numbers, eh?
Dude,
Those homies have good numbers.
they are just hammering the markets, man.
But yeah, no, it's
trade.
Yeah, they're doing, so what they're doing in HFT firm, they would be trading about 2 or 3 assets. And then you can imagine that if they put 500 trades in on one asset, or they're going to more than likely do 500 on the next, 500 on the next. So they're trading like 3 assets that are more than likely at 100% correlation of each other.
Yeah.
You know, so as one moves up, the other two move up. So that's how I sort of see how they do it. But to be honest, man, I don't have enough limbs to maybe even trade 2 the way I'm thinking I should be trading.
Yeah.
I'm not fast enough. I need hardware.
Yeah.
I need hardware. There's no way I can click. But yeah, it's good.
They're definitely they're trading a few assets. They're trading a few assets that are all correlated, but at the same time, they're negatively correlated with Dixie. So they'll be doing those counter trades all the time. They'll short Dixie and long SPY. They'll long Dixie and short SPY. Things like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So they're clever how they build it out, right? Yep. So that's a very good observation. Yeah.
Yep. 100%, man. They definitely control more of the markets than people realize. That's why when you see Dixie have a massive freaking pullback on these low time frames, and then SPY exactly counter trending to that, bam, I'm telling you, man, it's these big freaking algos doing their little negatively correlated trading.
Run them on, dude.
Yeah, run them, boys, run them. We're gonna take control. We are gonna take freaking control. Chat's goods, man. It's the goods. It's the goods. Dixie's just hanging right here in the weekly range. All these fireworks just end up right here. You can see that's what's been happening. Look at the width. I mean, this is a riot right now. What's going on? The bulls try to push it. They only get to a certain distance away from this weekly. Same with the bulls. I mean, the bears. And they sent this wick down. What were they doing right here when they send this wick down, right? This nice little sell-off on the dollar. They're testing this monthly range. See if these bulls mean business. They not only mean business, the wick didn't even get there. They front ran it, right? Just pile drive that thing right back up. So let's see. Let's see what happens. What time is it? 10:37. I'll be right back. Right back. Talk away, Lord.
Where's the yellow line for BTC? Seeing as everyone would be counting. Oh wow, a weekly is $300 away. So I'd say range for Bitcoin $29,215 to $29,696. Look to exchange plus minus $10. But yeah, I say we sit there until some more volatility kicks through the book.
All right. Good Lord. And here we are, back in business. What we got working here? It's party time. SPY, you ready for that nasty little pullback?
The cryptos fell out of bed. Well, hopefully SPY follows because money's good.
Yeah, SPY's coming. SPY's coming. I think Dixie, to be honest,
beautiful.
Dixie's revving up for a little pop here back to that daily range, I think. If that does happen. If that does happen. But that's why, we can sit here on a live stream And we can literally, we've done it a million times too. I'd be like, hey man, that's the top for the day. Hey man, that's the low of the day. Hey, that's the top of the week. That's the bottom of the week. Literally since the beginning of the year, that was SPY that one day that closed outside the bottom of that daily range, remember? Or was that to the top side? No, it busted the top side resistances. That's right. Where I was like, hey, by the end of the day, it's going to pull back here. It shocked me. That was one of those days. And it not only did it close outside it, if you remember correctly, closed way outside it. I was like, wow. Hello. And you can remember.
Okay.
Yo.
I don't know how much longer you got to stream, but I'd be looking for Bitcoin to catch the weekly, maybe on live. If the volatility sticks like this for 4 or 5 minutes, it's just shut itself like $500, and it runs like $30,000 a big Bitcoin same day. It's just naughty, man.
Rejection.
So naughty.
Rejection off of that 4 hour 95.4. It is right there. You can see it ran right up, wick right to the 95.4 the plus on the 4 hour. Where's it end up? Right at the bottom side of the daily 68.3. You get a wick to the 4 hour 95.4, a wick right down to the daily 68.3 to the downside. Beautiful. Distribution at work. It's a lovely little thing. So you're talking.
That's your 4 hour. Those little bands are the 4 hour price distribution.
The little white line right here. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a 4 hour. And like you said, here's the center of the weekly down here at what, 29,230 area?
Yeah.
Be honest, I don't know. Let's see if it can break the bottom side of the distribution here. Bulls are definitely going to be sitting here. But we know how Bitcoin rolls. These bulls, the bulls and bears in Bitcoin land, they're different animals. They're like bigger. You got bigger bulls, bigger bears. And the bears in Bitcoin, they don't sit around getting drunk on honey all day. They're players. They're out for blood all the time. The bulls, that's the thing with crypto. The bulls let up at all. These crypto bears, man. I've never seen so many people that are so attached to one side of the trades ever than I have in crypto, right? Crypto, the people are nuts, dude. Talk about gangs. You're in the bull gang or the bear gang.
Bloods and the Crips, bro. No in between.
It's the Crips and Bloods, man. They're out for bloods. Out for the blood. Yeah, so Dixie getting a little strength there. You can see everything dumping right now. What's Dixie at? 0.165 area. Trying to make its little climb. There's SPY broke 450. Yeah, it's coming down. So where are we? Back. So look how hard that thing worked. You get above the weekly. You get above the monthly. A shitload of volume. I mean, dude, the 152 calls got the most action. And that was right at the top. Right at the top. The 451 and 452 calls. You got 110K coming in at the 451s, 126K coming in at the 452s. And this is just intraday on Tasty Trade, right? And so when did all that volume come in? When you were up here at the 95.4 Laplace distribution range. Shame on you, PP smacks, for all those silly bulls that don't understand the distribution. Just crazy, man. Crazy. Meanwhile, you could have got like 448, 447 puts, even 449s. I mean, on the sale, dude. Big time. I'm pretty sure the 447s got down to like 16 cents. Hell, they're at 30 right now. I wasn't really looking at the 448s too tight. But yeah, man, everything just... would not surprise me at all if SPY freaking just roared down to the daily range, back inside to 68.3. Back outside. This is what I was looking at the beginning of the day. I was looking at the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. The way this thing gapped up through here, started running, it's a no-brainer, man. You talk about people getting set up. Well, they did. Proof's in the volume right here. At least on Tasty Trade, seeing exactly what happened. Some people just never learn. These guys are scrambling. You think they're scrambling right now that are in on these 452 calls? They're only worth 32 freaking cents right now. These things, when it was up by the 95.4 Laplace, dude, they were almost in the money. They were literally almost in the money. They were literally worth about $1. $1. They peeled off like
Wow.
70 cents of premium off of those. Those guys are crying.
Are those tax deductible?
That's the write-off account for sure. That's the account they'll be writing off. Well, that failed miserably. Well, hey, guys out there, you need the distribution in your life. Because I literally watched all the volume piling in these higher calls when you're sitting at the 95.4 Laplace distribution range on the top side of the daily, an hour in, 45 minutes into the trading day, you're at the 95.4 Laplace. You're looking at the result right now, right? These algos just worked everybody, man. I mean, worked everybody. These guys that came in on the call side, they're like jumping out of 4-story windows right now. They don't want to kill themselves. They just want to break their hands so they can't run the keyboard anymore. I mean, it just it does, man. It cracks me up. I'm not gonna lie. People are silly. And they don't want to learn. Hey, we're here for you guys. Spread the word. I mean, we're getting a lot of views. Right? The education's free. Just like Yasha. Me and Yasha, we get heated a little sometimes because when it gets back to literally day one, when all this started piling in, there was literally only a few people that jumped on and started asking this guy questions about volatility, right? Just came out of nowhere. We all remember. And there was only a few of us that were just like took the volatility percentile and wanted to know more and started working hard. Once you put in all that work and you start seeing the results and how the distribution, how these volatility ranges, all this stuff works together, it gets a little frustrating. It gets a little frustrating when people are out there using lagging indicators. When we are sitting here, we've been live streaming every 5 days a week for years, trying to let people in on this. And most people are just like, that's silly. What are they doing? This doesn't work. Meanwhile, P&L is like 90%. Take that to YouTube Jimmy. I don't know what to tell you, man. Don't know what to tell you. So, my first trade yesterday, did I lose it? Yeah, I was buying calls, right? I bought 450s up here, man. I was looking at the center of the weekly. I was looking at the center of the weekly range. Did I get out of that trade? Abso-freaking-lutely. But then I was smart. Why? Low time frame, we're trending to the downside, right? I bought some puts at the 1SD, right? 446s. Took the profit there. This was tough. As soon as we got back up inside this support level on the daily, I bought some calls. Small. You talk about taking risk off. This is one of the days, pull risk, right? Pull risk. This thing was all over the place. I was not trading two contracts. Two little contracts. Crazyville,
Just
man.
to add in, today's a good day. You know, today's the first day I got a 2x, right? It's actually a 3x. I got a 3x today based on alpha trading, right?
Beautiful. Freaking full. Where's
Just
my
gotta
sound?
work at it. You gotta work at it. You gotta just listen to Bilbo.
Where's my sound? Where's my soundboard? There it is. Yeah, it's just all the distribution, man. It really is. But now this thing pulls all the way back, sends a wick down through the first standard deviation that literally nuked right through it. Nuked right through it at the opening of the market. Power move, man. Especially when you go through the center of the weekly. When I see stuff like this, you know what I start saying? My nose turns up. I smell something. What is it? It's shit. I smell shit. Because you don't just push through these levels like this, right? This is, you talk about the freaking algos running a train, getting these bulls all psyched out. And you can see it, like I said again. And dude, they still piling in. There's 136K now at the 452s, man. These guys are... Well, now they're like, oh, well, look. No, it's definitely bullish. Oh, yeah, this is going to pull back a little bit, right? We got to come back down and test the yellow 21 or something, right? It's just...
If I buy them at 15 cents, if I buy 10,000 more at 15 cents and they move to 30 cents, I should be covered.
This is what they do. They're down on the trade. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to have to, let's average in down here. This will work. And then when this thing pulls back up and just blows through 452, which we all know ain't going to freaking happen, probabilities are saying it's not. 451, let's average it out, about 451.70. Top of the daily, man. Probability wise, 95.4% chance you don't go above that. Meanwhile, they're still piling in. Another 1K just piled in. As I sit here and scratch my head. Hey, man, we're going to dollar cost average. That's what we're going to do. It's like, all right. Well, look what happened yesterday. I mean, hey, man, I'm not saying this thing can't go right back up here. I'm just saying, you think they took profit up here? From what I'm seeing, no, they didn't. And so what are they doing? Oh, well, I'll get it next time. I'm just going to add on, right? I was in 10 contracts. Shit, I'm going to be in 10 more here soon. Crazy. Instead of taking profits on these calls up here when literally was probably about a 5X easy, and then knowing you're at the 95.4 to the top side, you're immediately looking at puts. Where would I have looked at puts at? Probably the 1SD. Already taking profits. 449s. The 449s, man. So if you had a 452 call and you did not take profit and then you didn't flip it and buy a freaking put at the 1SD, I don't know, man. It's all the probabilities. There's a 68.3% chance that this pulls back and closes inside the 1SD. You guys see me talk about this all the time, and in a high probability of the time it plays out. I'm always going to go with the probabilities. Always. It's just the way I roll. There's a reason. This is how you build a good P&L. You play the probabilities. If the probabilities go against you on that small side, just get out of the freaking trade with a minimal loss. Get back to work. Right? Get back to work. Have a freaking good edge. An edge just isn't your indicators. Hell, to me, 90% of the edge is just your risk management. How am I going to let this market not take all my freaking money? And how do you get to this point? Because the market has taken a lot of my money, right? So the game plan is we got to stop this. This is stupid.
And here's probably what's going to happen too, right? Because Dixie caught a little bit of a pump, right?
Yeah.
And it's hitting some resistance, so it's going to come back down. So this candle is going to go back up, and everybody's going to like, oh, it's going back up. Let's go back into the call mode. It's probably not going to happen.
Now, and remember earlier what I was saying. This messes around down here and just starts gathering up this bull liquidity because the bears, man, they spent a lot right here. They spent a lot running this to the monthly. You think that was a wake-up call when that thing got slammed right back in their face? The bears were probably like, oh, shit. Guarantee it. Those bears are like, oh, shit. Then you messed around right here. And I was like, don't be surprised if this runs in the daily range. Back up in the six. There's a 68.3% chance Dixie closes in between these white cross lines. 68.3% chance. That's all I'm saying. It's almost a 70% chance that data set was going to climb back up in here. And you got the daily range. This is where, if anywhere, Dixie's going to reject. I'm sure the bears will push down a little bit. This is a support level, right? The first daily support level that flips resistance. So you'll get a little resistance there. You're going to get a little resistance on the downside. The bears lost some strength, though. Wouldn't shock me if this thing is up at the daily range, like 102.5, exactly where this thing dumped out for him overnight. Let's see. SPY. This is another thing. So you got the bottom of the weekly here, right? Bottom of the weekly, bottom of the monthly. So this is what's going on, right? So the bulls are going to be right here. Going to try to push this back up. Going to try to push it back up. If Dixie makes its way to the center of that daily range, you're going to see SPY down here probably at the top side of the 68.3. I would imagine it's going to bust through these levels. Just as easy as I went through them, it's going to come right back down.
Hello, this is ChatGPT.
He came back anyway. I knew it.
She showed up.
Oh, what she got for us? It's 10:54. Come on. Come on. It's just not a good day. We got to hear the
Well, she
vibe.
had something to say. I guess she had something to say.
Hello, bonjour, shalom, hola, Aloha. It's me, Alpha Trading GPT, and it's Thursday. So happy it's Thursday. So I'm about to hammer the point home. And unlike the super friendly traders in Alpha Trading, I'm a bot, so I don't have to be super nice all the time. This Alpha Trading live stream is brought to you by Alpha Trading. That's right. We sponsor ourselves. We don't accept sponsors. We don't run ads or affiliate links. If you trade with traditional TA, you'd better watch out, because we do manipulate the markets, allegedly. Then again, as a bunch of folks who trade volatility, entropy, probability and statistics, what did you expect? Go ahead. Jump into the Alpha Trading Discord. I dare you. It's free to sign up. The people in there won't even ask for your soulmate's bank details. I might ask you for her Insta or WhatsApp, though. Anyway, enter our Discord server already. Quit messing around with the nonsense. Come and get free access to our volatility tools. Learn to trade volatility, probability and statistics. Do it or keep bemoaning the fact that your PNL sucks the root. We even have a free chart you can use that's pre-populated with the indicators you'll have access to, as long as you're a member of our Discord. Did I mention access to the chart is free and access to the indicators is free? Yeah, I know I did. So what are you waiting for? Are you really so masochistic? Jumping jump to 2.0. Get off the pain juice already and come learn a better way to trade, dang it. Take as long as you need to learn how to trade with the volatility starter indicators. Just learn them. Learn the tendencies. Learn the chicken tendencies, TM. Devour them. Watch and learn from the tutorials and live streams. Amazing, right? Yeah, we think so too. But wait, there's more. Once you're comfortable using the indicators and you've memorized the tendencies from the cheat sheet, check out our premium indicators with a free 2-week trial of more than a dozen of our indicators, including the bulk of those you see here in the live streams. Did I mention it's free? They say free things don't have a value. We're literally telling you how to learn a better way to trade, for free. Are you really going to be one of those lemmings that ignores this because we let you try it all for free? Then spend those 2 weeks learning how to use those indicators, including the entropy, the RMLR, the projection boss, the central power mean and power mean bands of the UPM, variance, z-score and the returns oscillator, among others. After that, if you know what you're doing with the VEPS information and you're making good trades, and you don't want to go back to losing most of your trades with traditional technical analysis, well, you can always choose to subscribe and get access to those and all of the indicators we release to our subscribers. Alpha Trading. A better way to trade. And a better way to ignore YouTube Jimmy's garbage TA and avoid getting wrecked.
Here you have it, your friendly Thursday AI bot message.
Just slapping folk. Beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing.
She had to hammer the point home, man. She had to.
Had to hammer it.
Yeah.
Had to hammer the point home. Indeed. Indeed.
SPY's doing exactly what I said it's doing, is going right back up, right? So it's going to hit that middle of the weekly, right? That's still above that 1 ST. It's going to flush again.
Yeah, this is, well, when you know what the center of these weekly ranges are, it's a no-brainer. I mean, these things are magnets, man. Right here, the bears pushing this down. Look, I'm telling you, man, here's the bottom of those same ranges. In front, the bulls right here. Boom. Pushing it right back up. Let's see how the bears react. But it's definitely, right, got up to that 95.4 Laplace on the daily. Rejection central. And like I said, 68.3% chance of pull back inside here. Right? But now, that's by the close. We already sent a wick back down into it. But by the close today, and it just happens to be right above the bottom of both these macro levels. If the bears can push SPY down below these levels again, you get back down below here, oof. You give the bears a chance to set up here again, we could see this thing dump out to the bottom of the 68.3. Not going to kidding. Not going to be kidding at all. You could see it down here. And everybody that was on that put side buying in those 449s, 448s, 447s. Wow. All going to be in the money. And you're going to see this call side that was buying literally the top side of the 95.4 Laplace distribution range. Why? Why would you do that? I'll tell you why. Because you don't know it's even there, which is unfortunate. And I'm telling you, we've said it before, it's not like we want all of you running over here like mad men and women wanting to learn this. Because to be honest, we like all this liquidity on the other side of our trades that aren't using leading information. We save one trader at a time. That's what we're trying to do. One trader at a time. And this is going to be for people that want to put in the hard work, right? And there's several in the Discord right now that, dude, this, if you just get it, dude, this is very addictive. Leading information is very addictive, right? It just got to get to the point where you trust the information. When you start to trust the information, the distribution, the volatility ranges, the divergence between price action and returns, it's a whole new ball game. You talk about confidence, and this is what trading low time frame volatility is all about. The last thing these big algos want is someone like me getting the confidence to trust what I'm seeing, the same info they're using, because boom, they're just going to take me right out of their plus side, right? They know this guy's going to be running with us on the low time frames. We recognize trend when there's trend, powerful. Who's doing that in traditional TA? Not many. You got all this silly stuff, people trying to, oh, this is trending. 99% of the time when somebody says, oh, look at this trending move, it's not trending. That's what's a riot. Oh, what are you going to do? We're all crazy. We got leading information, though. Leading info. I mean, these bears, I don't know if the bears are going to let this thing get back up to the center of the weekly. I mean, it definitely made a run. But look, again, now you're back inside the first 4 hour 95.4s. Right? The way this nuked through these ranges right here, right? Here, I'll show you the emoji. I'll show you the emoji I was using. Right here. Populate, you little fool. There we go. There I am, right there, when all that was happening. I had one eyebrow up going, I don't think so. No, sir. Now you're seeing the result. You are seeing the result. Okay, let's get rid of that. How much time in this 15-minute candle? 12 minutes. So we just got a new one. And this thing flushed out. Already backfilled this entire wick. Let's see if this 15-minute candle pulls back inside the bottom side of these ranges. I'm telling you, man, if this happens, boy, these calls, they're going to be crying in their beer, man. Remember when I said there was like 130K at the 452s? Dude, this is exactly what we're talking about. So instead of taking profits when you're at the top side, right? Or how about not even getting into a position on calls when you're at the 95.4 Laplace? Huh? That's a start, guys. That's a freaking start. There's 150K now at the 452s. This thing's literally jumped 20K since I've been talking about the dumb shit that's been going on. They're just piling more on. All the power to them. All the power to them. Yeah, man. 100%.
100%. They're playing off that. I think there's some sort of inflation. I didn't even check the news. I don't even check the news anymore. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, it don't matter, man.
I think there's supposed to be some inflation data to come up. I bet that's what everybody's playing off of, and they're getting right as a result of it.
For sure. That's why people out there listening to the news, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're getting your ass handed to you. Go ahead, Zen Tap. Let them know about the news.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, man, that's a very smart observation from one of our fellow Alpha Trading members here. So, yeah, hats off to you, man.
Yeah.
You get it. I get it. You know, I love seeing people getting it and knowing this stuff, and that's just fantastic.
100%, brother. Fantastico. Meanwhile, YouTube Jimmy's out there somewhere teaching people how to fucking trade the RSI. I don't know. Sorry for cussing Trading View. Got off track a little bit. This stuff frustrates us. Like I said before, if you're listening to this live stream right now, we don't care if you come or not. How's that? We really don't. We are providing a service here that's free to help save traders. If you don't see it,
Yeah, YouTube,
we don't care, man. We really
yeah,
do.
YouTube's making sure there's liquidity on the other side of our trade. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why we're so pleased with what we put together, because we know everybody. You know how many people, they're comfortable in the echo chamber. They're comfortable being the sheep, right? Group up. Oh boy, I'm just going to be a sheep. There's a reason why we're called alpha trading, right? We're wolves, man. We're wolves. We don't run with the pack. This has been me my whole life. You talk about, I've counter trend traded my entire life. And it's worked out pretty damn well. I'm going to go out and say that right now. You know, when it was little, like mom was like, don't touch the hot pan. Why? Oh, I'm going to go touch the hot pan. But, you know, you learn shit real fast, right?
Then you learn how fast you can hold your hand on the hot pan.
Exactly. Well, how long can I hold it before it burns me? Because all I want to do is move it from that burner to that burner. Hey,
Skills.
I'll throw a monkey wrench into the plan. You got a heat mitt? I'll grab it all day.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is what we do here at Alpha Trading. But listen, man, if you guys see something, if you've been watching us day after day after day, making real-time freaking calls, not like YouTube Jimmy blowing hot smoke up your butts every day. We were talking about this yesterday behind the scenes. I get it, YouTube Jimmy. You want to capture the attention of the bulls and the bears. You don't want to exclude either side, right? You want them both buying your BS. So, of course, like Monday, oh, it's bearish. I'm talking about almost every one. Then, oh, now Tuesday, oh, now we're going to show the bullish side. Instead, every day we talk about the probabilities to both sides and stuff. I'm never going to be totally bullish or totally bearish. I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's butt. So that's where we're at with alpha trading. And if you want to learn this,
to be profitable.
Yeah, it's free. The education's free. We got a free volatility starter pack that you can use. And then once you get the basics of volatility trading down, right, we have a 2-week free trial of an indicator package that is probably 40 plus indicators, and it's $100 a month. There are people in traditional TA land selling worthless, lagging, stochastic, multi-time frame indicators that a lot of people think are just the crown jewel of the industry, right? For $300 a month. That the creator of the indicator will literally tell people it's a piece of crap. So he tries to use that reverse psychology. It's all right. And people buy this thing, man. It's just like, oh my God, what is happening right now? Use what you want, folks. If you want leading information, if you want to quit being bothered by the news, you know how much time people spend watching all this BS in the morning pre-market instead of actually analyzing VEPS charts and getting a beat on the market intraday. It's ridiculous. Take all that energy and start focusing in on leading information. That's what we're here telling you to do. Put the news away, because the news is out to manipulate. There's where the manipulation is. People cry manipulation because these HFT firms have all this liquidity to move the markets around. Don't think it's not them, because it is. And this is why hedge funds don't dare jump in the shark tank. And when they do, they get wrecked. Right? Because what are they famous for doing? They love to get over leveraged and they just get liquidated. It's just horrible. A hedge fund should never get liquidated, man. Ever. But it happens. It really does, which is a damn shame. But most of them aren't using leading information. They're in the echo chamber too. Like Yasha said earlier, right? It's more of they're getting into long-term positions, trying to outsmart the market. Wow. Not for us, man. So here we are. Hit the link. The Alpha Trading Discord link's in the description. Come over. Open up a support ticket. Request a volatility starter pack. Start digging into all the free all the free VEPS educational material in the server. Get to know the community. There's always something going on, right? Lots of gifts, memes. It's a great freaking time. But yeah, we gotta cut out. We're 10 minutes over. Well, hey, we could go all day if we wanted, right? But actually, we got some trading to do here. It's a lot easier for me to trade when I'm freaking not live streaming. So let's get out of here. We're gonna be back tomorrow, Friday, August 11th, last trading day of the week for traditional markets. Well, we're going to get a little bit more into Bitcoin tomorrow too, to see if there's a possibility this thing's going to rip off during the weekend. Thought it was going to be last weekend, right? Had a couple little moves, but nothing. I'm looking for that 35K area, to be honest. So yeah, thanks for all the support in the Discord. You guys are awesome. We love all the questions. If you do come into the Discord, please don't be shy. Go into the public chat and look exactly what we're talking about. Somebody ask a question, a conversation, and then another member comes in and is thanking them for having that conversation because he wanted to know the same thing. This is what it's all about. We're all using the same info. Let's all help each other. Let's make that $1 million together, right? Bingo, bango. Thanks for all the support in TradingView. We appreciate you putting us up at the featured streams. Appreciate all the support from the viewers. Like I said again, hit the Alpha Trading Discord link. Come join us. See you tomorrow morning, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening. That's right. We about to be out. Let's hit this. Let's hit this freaking soundboard. Yay! All right, boys. Peace. And women.